Okay, so I'm on the phone here with Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they are lazy. They are not working. They are refusing to have a conversation with me that is proper about my legal documents. I have so many cases, and every time I call, it's the same thing. I cannot get anything in rotate, like anything active with them. I'm calling about citation. I'm emailing back and forth with municipal court. They're trying to tell me that now, oh, they can't provide anything. But then Melissa Ballard sends me information saying, oh, this is like note of it can be as a refusal to send me what I'm asking. They're getting real legal and sending things to cover themselves because they're refusing to tell me where this ticket is, because Familiar Dental called the police on me when I was squatting down and I don't even know the report. My body was not showing. They seen no naked. My skirt was covering my legs, and the police came and didn't even really, as they were looking around for some fecal matter on the ground and did not even find it. I showed them fecal matter in a jar of mine, in a jar that literally could have came from anywhere, and it came from me, and I can carry that. But Familiar Dental in Kenosha, Wisconsin called the police on me. Parking lot pimping. 2, apparently said that's they'll get me. I was sitting in the bus stop thing where they have people can sit there, where they have like the little shelter like thing. They said they're gonna get me kicked out of their parking lot. That's not even their parking lot. That's a parking lot that they park in for sale. Familiar Dental don't even have enough parking slots for their employees. Their employees are parking in somebody else's parking lot. But I got an indecent conduct ticket that went to municipal court. Municipal court couldn't find it. Kenosha, Wisconsin Police Department said that they didn't have it. They couldn't find it. They said, well, apparently it's dropped. I said, but I need a copy of that ticket. I need that ticket. I called them. They said, well, they don't have it. I said, I'll call back. I recorded the call. It's on this Facebook page. Called back to municipal court, emailed them. They didn't have it. They waited, and then eventually they came up with it. They say that they're waiting for it to be transferred to the circuit courts. This was a ticket from November. Seemed like they begging to see if they can get me charged criminal. Now they saying today that it's a criminal charge. I called to the Kenosha courthouse, and they said, and Kenosha courthouse said that they do not have anything there. Stacy, somebody named Stacy answered the phone. She had the whatever to constantly be unprofessional on the phone, as if I'm calling, just trying to call her just to be calling her. She tells me to look on Wisconsin Access. It's not there. Why is it not there? Now they're trying to turn it into a criminal charge. What is in that report? They're refusing to give me the reports. I said, and I'm going to post the email too. The law offices of Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm going to post it to that page as well. And I'm going to post it to this page as well. I may even upload it to my YouTube, because this is serious. Jasmine Renee Davis. I asked for the reports. I said, you have to have how can you hear a case and you have no information about the case at all? You can't just accept it because of word of mouth. You have to have a report. You have to have a complaint. You cannot just accept a case and have all these. No. You're not going to tell me that. I said also, who requested for it to be transferred and moved from municipal court in Kenosha to the circuit court? Give me that documentation. I have a right to. I have a right by any means, whoever I am for any reason, I can request that. It doesn't matter who it is. They are in public office and they have to produce these and reproduce this information no matter what. They're refusing to. She says she does not hold. And then Judge Michael Eason hasn't said a word in any of these, sent any email back, but he's been on this email since December 2024. And I'm consistently writing them. I called to Kenosha Joint Services. They're being rude and disrespectful to me. They're saying that they don't, this is the thing. They said that they don't even have, that it's not a citation, but they have a case number, but they cannot locate it. How? Come on now, that don't even sound right. Then they asking me, was it an arrest? Or they don't have it. No, you tell me you have it. What the fuck are they doing? It's a whole bunch of other little names and words that's being attached to this that I have emailed also today. I'm trying to see what's good. Yeah, they're going to have to answer. So whoever going to call and try to figure out, go ahead and stamp your name right on there as well. Because all the phone records and all that stuff is going to be subject to public records. Because there's something messed up happening around here. No, I'm not letting them murder me. For what? I speak about living, and that's where they have a problem. They are subscribing to other things. Mass incarceration, genocide, attempted genocide, kidnapping, all kinds of things. And now they're trying to hide this one so it can surprise and do all kinds of things out of where? I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. This is a serious problem. What did they write in that report that's so criminal? I have the I recorded. I was recording live when the whole situation came. I told them, yes, I did. What is open over here that I can use the bathroom at? What? It was like 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And it does not matter. If I have to use the bathroom, I have to use the bathroom. If I have to urinate, if I have to have a bowel movement, they're going to say, you cannot just defecate anyway. I said, what are you talking about? And then they're going to say, oh, it's not my problem. So why are you writing me a ticket? They tried to do something worse, but then I said I was recording live. He said, oh, you were recording live? So he went and talked to that officer about some Officer Kennedy. She already had a problem with me. She was stalking me. She said that they had been watching me. And she said that I was over there by Action Territory. I said, I haven't been near Action Territory. Some man has stopped me and was trying to talk to me and give me money. She pulls up and tell him to go away and that they've been watching me and that I'm okay. The fuck? Where you come from? Why are you watching me? And then that man went on to call me crazy and all kind of other things. And I'm like, no, this is some setup shit right here. But I let that bitch know, you don't speak for me. I don't give a fuck if you're a police officer. What? I don't have to be afraid of you. For what? You out here stalking me for a reason. You don't stop anybody from talking to me. And then gonna tell him that I be out there by Action Territory. And then if I was, why would you you don't know who this person is, why would you tell him my location? Or anywhere that I'm at? I'm here right now. What do you mean? This is a huge problem. But now they trying to charge, and then they say this familiar dental came over to me one time when I was sitting over there and tried to offer me a cup of sugar. I don't know what kind of sugar it was. They said it was sugar. I don't know if it was sugar or not. It was some white shit. It didn't have color to it, rather. I don't know if it was white or not. And some tea and some coffee or something. And I said, no. And I recorded on my Facebook page. Why are you coming over here talking to me? These people are on some mess. I asked her, what is it to you, whatever I'm doing? And then they just kept on opening the door and closing the door and constantly looking over and over again. And then the officer Kennedy told the officer, she said, don't worry about it. She have her girls making the report. So apparently that's her girls. They're working for Million Dental, because the officer who was over there with them, come to find out he's a male and only one. She said her girls. She have her girls on it. Come on now, make it make sense. I can grow, and I'm not allowing them to stop me from handling my stuff. I have other things that I need to do, but I've been on top of all my stuff. I am being who I am. I take care of my things. I try to, not cause too much trouble, unnecessary trouble. And I'm really consistent in what I'm doing. I have all these emails. I even add my other email. Email address only, so that I can make sure that I cover myself. If anybody ever try to hack and take my emails, I have other emails. I post it to Facebook. I try to be creative. I try to show productivity. I try to prove everything all the time. And then this situation, I said, you all are stopping me. I told the judge in July, Jody L. Meyer, that I plan to appeal this case, and you all are not answering my questions for a CHIPS case. How you gonna call the police on me at Gateway Cafe and say that I'm unresponsive? No ambulance showed up. No fire department showed. None of that. A police officer showed up and tried to after they kidnapped me and did all this different, didn't even tell me. They said I neglected my son because I was put in a mental health hospital. I win my case because the reason why I was put in a mental health hospital because you all kidnapped me. They kidnapped me. I didn't even qualify for a Chapter 51. I'm not ashamed of anything that I'm doing. I'm not ashamed to talk about this. I'm not ashamed to discuss these things. I'm having trouble in all these situations, and I have so many different cases. I had this one case that I wanted to appeal for an unlawful eviction. Kenosha tells me that I cannot appeal the case because it's been too long. But then then the appeals court tell me that I have to go to Kenosha to appeal anything. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to Kenosha. Kenosha is not accepting my appeals. They say I have to submit it through Kenosha first. So there's just different guidelines and different booklets and stuff that I'm going to read thoroughly. It's like 56 pages or something like that if I can really get the most accurate access to it. But I'm not about to play around. They're refusing they want to force me to meet with them on the specific date that they want me to meet them at. And, it's just constantly, everything is about them. I called joint service. Oh, Jasmine, how may we help you? They really unprofessional with me. And they just really just lazy and don't want to do anything. I'm just discussing the whole goddamn situation as it's coming. This is for real. All these calls that when I call those places, they are all recorded. Talking about they can't give me the case number. They want me to answer because they see some inconsistent details in there that is not matching up with what I'm saying, and so they don't want to say the wrong thing or whatever. I have requested an email today for my documentation. Then they say, oh, they cannot give me the case number. No, I'm like, yeah, you just said it. And then I asked it in a different way, and then she said it. I'm like, please. And then she hangs up in my face. They quick to say they don't want to argue. Arguing is nothing but having a conversation. They have been messing with people's minds for a very long time and oppressing people, abusing of power and all kinds of stuff. They don't have a right to oppress anyone. They are not an authority figure over anyone. I am a more authority figure over them while they're at work than they are at me at any time. I don't know them. They come to work, and that's when it's time for me to talk to you. Then I said, you could be arrested and put in handcuffs. Oh, that's a threat. But what you think you doing to me? Oh, you gonna hang up the phone because it's a threat. Right now it's 12:13 p.m. and I've been working on this for a while now, and it's just constant trouble. Um, Over and over again. But I'm not quitting. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. But I have all these records. I've been posting some of them, and this is a really serious thing. But I'm gonna have to. They won't take the police reports. I can't file them. They keep on saying it's nothing criminal. So they just keep getting away with it until something happened to me. They wait. They run their time out until something happened to me. I'm calling to all these courts. I've called to the Supreme Court. The woman says she gonna call the U.S. Marshal on me. How you calling the U.S. Marshal on me? What could I possibly have did to you? You don't even know what I'm calling about. But now you gonna say you hear my name and now you calling the U.S. Marshals? I called the U.S. Marshals and they didn't call me back yet. People talk about they gonna call the sheriff department, all that shit on me. They having a hard time getting, because they know they ass is subject to audit, and it's plenty of cases where these people they have to relinquish every single case that they have, and they had to drop every charge and release people out of jail. They had to overturn everything, and they ass not ready for that because they ass can get. I got lawsuits right now. I went to jail for over 6 months, and I was proven innocent. They could not hold me. I did jail time. I was in jail without a bond. All of that shit is illegal. They found a way to get me in jail and into a mental hospital without even sending me. They wouldn't even let me have a trial. I'm supposed to have a trial. These cases did not even allow me a trial. They found a way to not give me a trial. The Wisconsin Public Defender's Office worked with them. Didn't even work with me. It's so serious now where they got the public defender got their attorney talking to me. That's how fucking serious it is. Come on now, make the shit make sense. And then that nigga ain't that man. I'm trying my best now because I mean every word that I say, and these are descriptive words. That man not even sending me the exact things that I'm asking him for. How is he the attorney? And I say, you know better. How are you the attorney for the public defender? And you replying like this, you talking like this, you're not even sending me what I'm asking, and you overlooking this stuff. Public defender's office in Wisconsin didn't even tell me about my court dates at all, even when I was at Rogers Behavior. Hell, when Chapter 51, they had a court appearance the very next day. How you the one that threw me in this motherfucker, and you can't find me, but you find a man that's on the case and he show up, but you can't find nobody else? How you even involve them other people? This is about me. Why would you try to take my children from their fathers? This is about me anyway. So you all are trying to steal my son. My daughter's 18 now. But they separated my children without my permission. And then I try to call so I can get the proof of the placement and stuff like that in the course 2 Fridays ago. And that's when Panera Bread called the police on me. Make it make sense. That woman refused to give me my information, and then she tried to. She said she's gonna transfer the call. I mean, I went through all kinds of stuff. I mean, they gave me a hard time. That's Stacy and it's a woman that works in family court. They all work together. They commit murder all the time, and them clerks have a goddamn problem on their hands. They sit there and they covering up murders. They covering up unlawful things, sentencing and unlawful arrests, and they're messing up paperwork, and even like evictions that I had that were unlawful. It clearly said that them people could not get any award money, and they still awarded them people over $4,000 on me, and it was an unlawful eviction. But then there was other unlawful evictions as well. They messed up the paperwork. They put that number in there. That is a crime. They are socially slandering. That's defamation. That's civil death. That's all kinds of stuff that they're doing. They're being very vulgar and disrespectful and unreliable with their position. They're abusing of power. I'm gonna look up this word. Yeah, they not worried about injunctions. They not worried about consent. They're not worried about any of those things. I said, oh, you all get real unprofessional when it's my name. They just don't treat, they find this as a joke. They think it's like they believe that I'm playing around. Like, because I'm recording this shit. Man, you see how fast the media people jump on the scene and do everything they can to make sure that they get a story. Them people not playing. They go to school for this. They have their what they make and their credibility and their career and their advancement relies on what they cover through media. The fuck you mean? I'm covering all my stuff on my own, independently, as an individual, and they can't hate on that. They can't do a motherfucking thing about it. They try to stop my stuff from the court. Meanwhile, the court system in Racine, Wisconsin, sit there and let the police officers run the damn courtroom, being dishonest, accepting pleas, convincing people to take pleas and all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, they not even upholding. They just got anything setting up in the courtroom talking about it was donated to them. Okay, but the thing is, why do you have crosses up here? That is misrepresentation. It does not matter. That stuff is there for a reason. No, this is a serious matter. And they playing around because they send mixed messages and all that stuff. They are trying to exhaust me and wear me the fuck out. This is why these people in these places fight me with each other. They communicate about me in here. They try to kick me out. They fuck with my food. They try to prescribe me stuff. They want to call the police on me. They trying to illegal. They not even trespassing me properly. They not even getting the right paperwork. How they gonna tell me that they're gonna arrest me? And I never was. You cannot arrest somebody who just say tell her to leave. I'm not trespassing at that point. I would be trespassing if I came back. Mount Pleasant Police Department, Racine Police Department are associated, and Kenosha Police Department, Wisconsin, are associated. And I've had some situations with Pleasant Prairie on some bullshit from Gourmet's Foods Service Store. I literally spend this money in these places, and then I can't even sit down on a bench for even any matter of time. But I can walk through their store for fucking hours spending up money, but I'm no good. Fuck that. Y'all practicing segregate. Y'all doing segregation or whatever, and that's fine. Go ahead and segregate the shit. Segregate all these notes and all this stuff and send them each to me independently and know that your ass can lose your motherfucking job. I told that bitch at joint service, you are fired. She said she don't have to sit on the phone. I said, well, go home. You don't have to sit on the phone and talk to me. Go home. Please, somebody pull them calls. Now, I'm telling you, this is some serious, severe shit. Because so many people talking about we shall overcome someday. Y'all walking the walk, doing all this shit. And I'll call you out on it. But where you gonna look at some real shit with somebody real that's right here that been through this shit for fucking 30 years. I've been through this shit, going through this bullshit for over 30 years. Make that shit make sense. I can prove this shit. Wilson Elementary motherfucking school. Them motherfuckers don't even teach people how to swim in a goddamn school system. You know why? Because that's extra life. When somebody know how to swim, that's the life that people are looking for. Motherfuckers would rather stress me out and do all kinds of shit and try to bust my organs open so I can slow the fuck down. Come on now, make that shit make sense. fucking constant stress, pressure, all kinds of bullshit, and I'm still standing. Shit, I can be somewhere pretty right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm menstruating. I can be somewhere pretty, eating. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying. You know, just having a nice time, doing what I have to do, and whatever. But I'm sitting here, handling my business pretty in the way that I am pretty. I'm not gonna let this shit weaken me. I have to constantly rely on my strength. I have to pull things from within me. And what I'm saying is, I have to have the proper nutrition. And so they constantly like trying to steal me and rob me of my energy instead of just answering the phones properly and do it. And they say they don't have to do it. All they have to do is fucking hang up the phone. And then they, hello, oh, what is it, Jasmine? On the fucking public phone. This how them hoes answering the joint services phones that represent for dispatch. I called the fucking records department. And I asked the one woman one time, and then she answered again on bullshit. I said, is there anything that you would do that will cause you any prejudice or anything about me that will give you a reason to mistreat me on this phone call? And I gave, and she's like, oh, did I do anything? I said, I don't know. Did you? She said, have I done anything? I said, it's a yes or no question. Please pull them calls, man. Whoever. And you going to hear a couple bitches about me. Of course you are. The fuck you mean? Them bitches refuse to be reliable and understand that I'm asking them to refer to me as Jasmine Renee Davis for so many goddamn reasons. They don't want to give me my documentation. Then I said, then they talking about that I have to agree with them. I got to get the exact word because it was like if I sign up to see, this is what they do. They put the language because they know people are not going to be in partnership with them. So if somebody want to do something electronically real quick, they'll throw some shit in there and it'll fuck somebody. It's gonna mess somebody up immediately. They're gonna surrender their rights and become an entity with them. So then it's like you can't fight yourself. There's all kind of legal agreements. So it's like I have to come in there. I have to submit. I have to print it out. I have to do this. I have to do that. So I can't sit here and do this shit as fast as I want to. I could, but I'm not going to agree to not fight them because I'm fighting them motherfuckers. I'm fighting them people. They are not me. They're not what it's supposed to. I told them, I said, now, Kenosha, you are a contracted agency of regular people who are hired. You are a non-profit organization, whoever you are, and whatever business or whatever the fuck you do, you're a corporation, LLC, whatever the fuck you're doing, you are contracted. You ask for a job. That's just like if I went to them and I said, you know what? Hey, I make shoes. You know, I know I'm not of Kenosha, Wisconsin. I don't want to work for the Kenosha, Wisconsin, but I can make sure whoever work for the city of Wisconsin that represent the government or whoever want to come, you know what I'm saying, for some shoes, I can make a contract that I be the one to get the shoes. So here, this is what I provide. There are budgets that they're going to have to motherfucking rely. I emailed to Samantha Kirkman's office today 2 motherfucking emails, and one I was from 7 months ago. My first request was 7 months ago. I'm not motherfucking playing. I'm stepping up, and I mean what the fuck I have to say. Shit is bullshit, man. It's inappropriate in so many goddamn levels. So that's just a little update of what I'm doing and the relevance of all this whole motherfucking situation. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to agree to anything that these people are trying to do to me whatsoever at any time. They're on bullshit. Giving me the wrong information to the man at the sheriff's office and all that shit. I don't even know. I'm not even going to repeat his name because I don't even know. They misspelling it. He is the one that is supposed to talk about the media if they have problems, and he's the one to talk to about them, and they refuse to even give me his proper spell. I emailed to the sheriff's secretary. That bitch have not replied to me yet. It ain't even been no automatic replies or nothing. But it was not sent back from no mailer demon or any shit like that. Webmasters and all that. I'm not motherfucking playing. I have stuff to do. These people are trying to fucking steal my son and other things. They keep saying I'm threatening them and I'm doing this. They want to make it seem like I'm a danger. They ain't gonna tell me to call the corporation council. What the fuck I gotta call the corporation? That's what the joint services tell me. Oh, okay. What's up? Because the corporation council, I've been emailing him. Yeah, him. And he, from January 7th, and even before that, when he was out on leave or whatever he was doing, and even before that, Fran, whatever her name is, Canali or whatever, she ain't send me all my documents. They're only picking and choosing what they want to send me. They're not sending me all my stuff. And I asked him, and I sent him another email today. The actual corporation council, they got their corporation council on this shit. That's how tough it is. I'm at their motherfucking door knocking on their phone lines as best as I can. This is physical and it's personal. This is real. These motherfuckers killing too harshly and too badly and too regularly, and it's me. This is not something that is motherfucker pretending and did through some goddamn Photoshop and shit like that to bring motherfucking tourist attraction to Wisconsin. This shit is actually motherfucking happening, and it's been happening. They've been trying to fuck me up through the school to prison pipeline for a very long goddamn time. Mass incarceration, all kinds of shit. Stole my house and everything. That little bit of motherfucking money, it went to where? I don't got that shit. It funneled through all of they motherfucking people. They kidnapped my son, that house, and all that shit. They told me, oh, go to this real estate agency. This agent went to that house. I'm supposed to buy that house. I paid $2,300 a month. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's more than they goddamn pay. They motherfucking mortgage. The fuck you mean, man? They want to keep doing that shit to rebuy the motherfucking house over and over again. Man, I'm telling you, this shit is some bullshit. They said after a year, then I can buy the house. They did to me again at the next house. These motherfuckers talking about, I was talking to the woman, then the man started talking to me. See what I'm saying? Conflict of interest, all kind of shit they try to probably throw at me. And she mad because she act like she was being mad because I started talking to her husband. You were not answering the phone. He told me, and it was supposed to be either one of y'all. These motherfuckers know what they doing, man. You don't have to sell me shit, but also that was not the reason why. Then I go to another motherfucking house. Come to find out, the man who the house, I was trying to have me to move and rent the house that I came from. Oh, you want to look like I'm renting that house so all along, like I never left and all that stuff because it's the same address. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm asking. That house, the other house, 6905, that was 6149 106th Avenue. Then it was, what is it? 34th Avenue. I don't even know it right now. I don't really give a fuck. Cause anyway, then it was 6905 84th Avenue on 69th Street. 1656 34th Avenue, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Rose and Rose house. Attorney at law, motherfucking city board and all that shit. Motherfuckers sit up there and bullshit all around talking about, and all of them want me to sign something that I won't sue them at all. My children. Who does that shit? That's when somebody asks to sign that type of shit, you have to question it. The motherfucker sit here and play and run the time out on the clock and didn't even want to give me no motherfucking legal advice. The fucked up power of attorney letter, the power of attorney. I paid them niggas to do power of attorney for my dad. They didn't even motherfucking put everything on there, man. I couldn't even really exercise all my rights that I needed to take care of my dad. They on bullshit. That nigga worked for the motherfucking same goddamn county that Brookside Care Center and all that shit answer for. This is why they got the corporation council and all that shit. They asses in motherfucking trouble. And if it ain't all together, talk to me, because I've been asking them. It ain't like I have to understand, but I'm putting it all together though. Either way I go is unethical. But for years I've been asking them to talk to me. I'm not about to let them steal me or my son. This shit is fucking serious. This is what they do. They try to take down people like this in a way, and they very slanderous. This is their motherfucking projection. They do it all the time. This is how they get their land. Motherfucking 4225 31st Avenue. They all work together. Now look at what they doing over there in that motherfucking neighborhood. They want my black ass over there. Their house was, I don't know who I can't say that, but my dad's house was paid off in full. So it was easier for them to fucking steal. My dad didn't owe any money on that house or that land at all. 31st Avenue and 43rd Street, man. Corner house. I have tried so hard, and I'm continuing to. This shit is real. I'm not trying to call the news and all that. Damn, Wisconsin.